So guys, I just had the Nintendo Switch 2 and today we are going to compare the Switch OLED with the Nintendo Switch 2. So why the Switch OLED over here is because among the different switches there, I think the Switch OLED is the best one. The original Switch compared to the original Switch and compared to, of course, the Switch Lite. And today we are going to compare like what is really the difference between these two consoles. So if you don't have a Switch yet, will you consider buying the Switch OLED, or you will go for the newer one, which just couple of days ago was launched? This is way cheaper now when you look at the market. This is really this is on its still on its original price still. And what, so let's see the difference. So let's start with the boxes here. So as you can see here, the box here is, this one is a bit taller, the Switch OLED box, compared to this. Being a bigger version of the Switch, this has a smaller box. And on the side here, as you can see, though it's smaller, it's actually wider compared to this one. So both showing like what you will get inside the box. The back here, this one will tell you like different position, like how you can actually use your Switch. But here, it doesn't need to explain it maybe because most of us knows how the Switch actually work. So it's just showing you another picture of the Switch. However, I'm not really sure about the logo here. Later I'll show you the dock itself and the unit. I don't like the way they designed the logo for the Nintendo Switch 2, but I don't know. Still, I don't really I don't dig it. Okay, so basically whatever you will get from the original Switch, you will also get here. You have the dock, you have of course the handheld, you have a charger, you have a HDMI cord, you have the grip, you have almost everything there. Now let's go one by one of what are the things that you will get inside, and now let's compare everything that you will get from this box. Okay, so first things first, let's go with the charger first. These are the chargers. Basically, they are from different countries. As you can see here, this one is actually bigger. This is actually bigger. This is from the Switch 1, the original Switch rather, and this is from the Switch 2. It's actually bigger comparing the size. And this, I don't know if you have a different variant of the charger, but this one you cannot remove the, what's this, the cord. But here, this is a USB-C cord, so you can actually remove it and attach it. Now maybe you can use another like brick over there. And if we are going to compare, this one is a, I don't know how you're going to compare this, but this one is 460 watt. It's written there, but this one is, it's written there is 39 watt. So this one, I think this is faster compared to the original Switch charger. And the logo is here on this side, as if you can actually see that. Again, this is a Switch 1 and this is a Switch 2. Now, let's compare the dock. I'll just start with the things that you have inside. And now I actually compare this to, this is your Switch dock at the moment. See how it looks like there? I don't really like it. I like the design of the original Switch. However, this one has a built-in fan, like they said, and the width itself, when I actually compare it, it's almost identical in like in, how do you call this? Is it width or is that length? This is width. This is almost the same width there, almost the same. Now this is actually taller. The Switch 2 dock is actually taller, as you can see. It's actually taller, and but the I think that's the length here. I think this one is actually longer for the Switch 2 compared to the Switch 1. Well, that's it. And now let's go with the controllers. For the controllers here, let's remove this one. As you all know, this one can actually is magnetic. Can easily remove it that way. See? Now for the Switch one, it's actually a bit different. For the Switch one, you have to still click this and remove it upward. There. Now if we are going to compare, let's compare the left Joy-Con first. As you can see, this is a bit bigger. As you can see over there, it's a bit bigger. See, it's a bit bigger. Even on the side here, it's a bit bigger as well. Everything is bigger here. The buttons, you cannot see it. I'm covering it with this one. But I think the joystick is also bigger. And this is your right Joy-Con. The letters are actually bigger as well. See? I don't know if you can see it properly. So that's it. And if we are going to compare the screens here, it is very evident that see, when you actually put it side by side, the screens are really different. When you turn it on, let me just change this to white also, so that you will see the difference. See how big the Switch 2 screen is. Is this in full? Sorry. Let's put it in full brightness. And this one as well. Okay, this is in full brightness. Both of them are in full brightness. what I think is actually, it's very clear that the screen of the Switch 2 OLED is actually bigger compare this is your OLED Switch. So let's go on the kickstand. As you can see, the kickstand is really big though. This one is really big compared to the Switch one. So this one now is actually, the kickstand is like this. It's not really a full metal here. Now for the Switch one, it's a full metal here. I rarely use the kickstand actually. Now for this one, the game card here is actually, you open it this way, like from the front, and then you can actually insert your game card there. Now for the Switch 2, it's actually at the back. You actually open it from the back and you put your game key card over there. Okay, and now it's the same. Now for this one, the SD card slot is over here, right over there. Same thing with your Switch one. The game key card is, I think, at the bottom as well. It's over here. And at the top, you can see only one port over there. You have the, what's this? The 3.5 jack for your audio, and your switch off button and your volume buttons as well. Same thing here. You can see at the top, you have the same layout. You have a switch on and off here, your volume controller over here, and there's an additional USB-C cord here, as well as your 3.5 jack. At the bottom, of course, you have the charge, the USB-C there, and similar to your Switch one, you have this USB-C over there. Okay. Now, aside from that, you will get, how do you call this again? These are, this is, how do you call this? Forgot how you call this one. So, this is hand grip or whatever. So this one, you can actually put it this way. Of course, you're going to slide it. Slide from the top. Okay, and then there's a locking mechanism at the bottom here where you can have it secured. Let me do it one more time. Okay, then you can actually lock it, like push it up. Similar to the right one here. The left one, sorry, this is the left, and then push it up. Okay, this is how it looks like when you have it like that. Now for this one, I haven't, this is my first time going to put it, but I think it's simpler. It also has a, has a magnet or something? Okay, this is how you do it. Very simple, actually. And this one, same thing, like that. So this one, oh, if you can see this, it actually use, can you see that? I don't know if you can see the mouse there hovering. So this has a mouse functionality. This controller has a mouse. Sorry, there's a lot of like dog fur here. So this is a good thing about this one. Since you can actually use it Let me show you again. Since this is your, see, as you can see, you can use this as a mouse. Both of them. Wow, that is nice, huh? Can use it as a mouse. So it doesn't matter which one you actually use. Okay, and aside from that, so basically you have all of that here. And last one, this is this one. How do you call this? This like to make your Joy-Cons like one controller. This one. This is for the Nintendo Switch 1, and this is for your Switch 2. Now for Switch 1, let me just remove this again. Let me just close this because I keep on touching them. This is where you actually remove it. Because it's locked, sorry. Okay. Okay. This is where you unlocked it. Okay. So this one, you can actually put it this way. Actually, wait. This is for the Switch 1. Actually slide your, I rarely use this one, your Joy-Cons over here. And you have one controller. Now for Switch 2, wait, how do you remove this one? Do you have to, like, okay. You also need to switch here, similar when you are removing the Joy-Con from the system itself. You have to switch this one. Very simple. They are making this very simple. And then in order to attach it here, you just have to, this is the orange part, so you can actually slide your orange Joy-Con here and your blue Joy-Con on the other side to make it a one controller. Now let's remove this one. Okay, now what I will show you next is, let's check if the, because one of the question that we have is actually, is the loading time, this is what like casual gamer actually care about, is how fast is the loading time. Aside from the graphics, we don't want to waste time. So let's see if the Switch has really increased the loading time of the game. Hi guys, so this time we're going to compare the loading time for each Switch. Now here, I'm actually going to test it using Hogwarts Legacy. This is a big game, and I also have, I love Hogwarts Legacy. I have it on my Steam Deck as well. And I don't know why, but this one is, I upgraded it to Switch 2 edition. And this one is the regular edition for the Nintendo Switch 2. Let's see if there are any difference in loading time. Let's check on this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, started already. Not yet. So I'm just going to until it's the game started, or like the start button is there already. Okay. So that's like 26 minutes seconds for the Nintendo Switch 2. It's already there. It's not yet here. Okay. Almost a minute now. Okay, so that's around 49 seconds for the Nintendo Switch. Alright guys, so as you can see there, the time for the loading of a game in Nintendo Switch 2 is cut into half, like almost 25 for the 25 seconds for the Nintendo Switch 2, and almost a minute or like 39 seconds for the Nintendo Switch 1. So that's a big leap. I don't know where, because I already just started for the Nintendo Switch 2. I have played it with my one already for several days. I don't know if you're going to start from that. Okay, let's have, as you can see here, can you see the graphics? I don't know if you can see the graphics. This is the graphics for the Nintendo Switch 2. And this is for the Nintendo Switch 1. I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but looking at side by side, Nintendo Switch 1, the graphic is a bit pixelated and clouded. I don't really mind it before, but looking at your Nintendo Switch 2, it's more crisp compared to this one. It has really improved a lot. I can say that. I can see that. Okay guys, so that's it. So my final question for you guys is that if you don't have a Switch yet, I suggest that you buy the Nintendo Switch 2. The graphics, the loading time, the Joy-Cons, like the attachment, the Joy-Con attachment, the way you actually attach it is really satisfying. So I suggest, if you still don't have a Nintendo Switch, I suggest you buy the Nintendo Switch 2. Sooner or later, it will the price for this will drop in some shops or something. However, if you still have your Nintendo Switch 1, if you still have your Nintendo Switch 1, can I suggest that to buy the Nintendo Switch 2? Maybe wait for a game that you really wanted to play before buying your Nintendo Switch 2, because a lot of the games for Nintendo Switch 1, still, those are the games that I'm playing right now at the moment with my Nintendo Switch 2. So do I need to really upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 if I already have a console that can play that game? So not really. So I suggest that you wait a little longer until the game that you really wanted to play is already released before you buy your new Nintendo Switch 2. But if you have a money, why not? If this is, if you think this is actually handy, this is really big. I don't think that I will be bringing it like this. So the problem is I have a lot of accessories already for my Nintendo Switch 1, and it will not really fit this big boy over here. So that's it guys, a very simple comparison. See you in the next video. Bye.